What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
Yo, what's poppin', all my peeps? It is I, your host with the most, Renaissance man who always thinks he can, and your champion of the peeps, Patty Pitts, welcoming you back to my house for another edition of the house show presented to you by Underground Industries. It's not just me, Patty P, here in the house. I'm joined, as always, by the founding father of the Underground, my main dude over in the porch, repping the porch gang, KB. What's poppin', dude? How we doing?
We're good. We're back from PLL Championship Series, WLL Championship Series. It was an awesome time. Got a lot of interviews done. We got 5 interviews that'll be dropped on the OTB channel.
Let's go.
And on the pod this week. Got a lot of fun, creative juices flowing. The madness is on the way. That's one thing we definitely got to do is create our wrestling bracket for the socials for this coming week so we can determine who the greatest wrestler of all time is. Patty Pitts.
Simon Dean. That's right.
And then should we tell the people about the content series we have coming to the house show?
I think I think we do need. Wait, which content series? March Madness?
That we test ran last week.
Oh no, we should absolutely bring it up. I thought you were gonna say something about March Madness.
Oh yeah, we'll keep talking that. But with all the content ideas, Patty Pitts and I we recorded, we test ran a very fun video series that we're going to be doing on the house show YouTube channel. It is inspired by the ever so genius minds of Nick Turani and Kyle Bauer from Barstool Sports, the hosts of A New Untold Story. It's basically Wikipedia speedruns where you start on the Earth page of Wikipedia and you have to get to a certain thing. Patty Pitts and I are going to be doing that. We're aiming to have this series. We don't know when the first one will drop, but we're aiming to have this series drop on Tuesdays every week on the house show YouTube channel. So then you'll have that video on Tuesdays. You'll have the podcast on Fridays, and you kind of have 2 videos a week going on the YouTube channel. But we test ran it last week, and let me tell you, it was so much fucking fun.
Oh, it's pure gold. You know, it's actually something that good friend of the program, John Franklin, and I used to do in college when we'd be chilling in the media suite, waiting for either our show to go live or waiting to go to class. So much fun. Wikipedia races rule. I love Wikipedia. Yeah, I love Wikipedia races, and you call it something different there. But as I say, tomato, potato. You know, same thing.
And that's the thing. We're calling it, like, we'll figure out a true name for it, but we are timing it, and we're going to keep a running tabulation.
Got to keep it timed.
Like, our record times and everything to see like how quickly we get from Earth to something pertaining to wrestling. Which the fact that we went from Abraham Lincoln to New Orleans to find something wrestling was pretty impressive.
Dude, that's a great. And it was after we did that test run. I was scrolling and found out that Abraham Lincoln invented the chokeslam.
Nice.
So, I mean, dude, it's all signs, Jerry. It's the signs.
Yeah, that was, it went from, like, we went from Earth to something that got us to the United States, that got us to the Civil War, that got us to Abraham Lincoln, that got us to New Orleans, that got us to, like, the events that happened in New Orleans, and it brought us to something wrestling.
Superdome. Like, because you have to. Wrestling is so, I say this all the time, that wrestling is such a microcosm for the world. It's such a good that you can find anything, wrestling in anything. You really can.
It was so good.
It was a lot of fun. I'm excited to get that going, get back into the Wikipedia races and get into the other new content, just new stuff that we're doing this year, because I just want to talk wrestling, man. That's really it at the end of the day. I did not get to do a lot of that this weekend, however. You were away at the Championship Series.
Championships.
I was away in Florida celebrating some bachelor life. All right, celebrating some friends. And unfortunately, these friends are not wrestling peeps, so I had to watch Vengeance Day the morning after on my own when they went golfing. And it was nice. It really, it was, I don't know what it was, but just sitting in Florida, empty house, Blake Monroe on my screen, Joe Hendry appeared and won. It was great.
Blake Monroe, Connor Griffin's Achilles heel.
Dude, I mean, listen,
Shout out C.
man.
Griff.
If that exact same situation happened in front of me, I don't know if I would have done that bad, but I got to give him credit. Man, Chad's just flabbergasted when the glamour comes up to you. Starts flirting heavy. Those eyes. It was great. That was great. So yeah, we got a good show this week. A lot of wrestling this week, KB. I didn't get to talk about it over the weekend, but I get to watch it and talk about it now. We have Dynamite on TV Alpha because it's Wednesday. You know what that means. Tomorrow night we will be watching TNA at 9 p.m. over on AMC. KB, I was finding a way to get TNA into this show, and I finally got it, okay? You're going to go on Twitter tomorrow, probably roughly around 10 o'clock at night, whatever. And you are going to see, at least from me and then Jimmy from the Oos and other people, retweeting about a guy named Ricky Sosa. Okay?
Dude, the bitches love him.
Basically, that's what I thought it was going to be. They do. So Ricky Sosa is an European wrestler, and he's making his American debut in TNA. And his whole thing and why he's so popular is his entrance theme. It is the most electric entrance theme, just entrance period. Not only just a song, but crowd interaction, everything on the indie scene right now. So I'm not going to do it justice. You look up, but so when it's a song like that and he go bang, bang, and then Sosa. Oh, it's electric. I did not do it nearly the justice that it deserves. Go check that out. I'm telling you, once you watch this dude make an entrance, you're gonna be like, I don't care what he does in the ring. I just want to see. I want this dude coming out every show. So I'm excited about that and a lot of other things. Tomorrow, Friday, we got SmackDown. In the weekend, we got AEW Revolution, which that means predictions. I have to give my predictions. I have to let you know what I think about this. All right? And we're going to do that together at some point in the show. Because we got AEW on the screen right now. My dude, Jon Moxley, wrestling in tag team action with Claudio. Death Rider is taking on Don Callis family again. And I feel like talking a little WWE, KB, a little Fed talk. Because it's all about the Fed right now. WrestleMania season is approaching 39. When you were listening to this, because it's Friday, it will be 37 or 36 days away from WrestleMania. Round 2 in Vegas. And I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about the entirety of the show. I think we can build to that. But when it comes to the marquee matches, I'm excited. I'm excited for Punk Roman. They're going into the legit history of the two of them. They're not just trying to make up some bullshit, surface level. No, they're leaning into the fact that Roman was not picked by CM Punk to join the Shield. He was Vince's pick to join the Shield. You on the other side, on the same show, different world title, the women's world title picture with Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan. That's going to be a very good. It's already been an exciting build already with the interactions they've had. with backstage, Stephanie interrupting Liv's interview, and then Liv attacking Stephanie with the microphone. It's great, and I'm very excited for that match. Um, those are just two, already, and we had Raw on Monday close with CM Punk and the Usos getting into some beef in the ring, and pretty much KB that CM Punk was being forced to apologize by the Usos, not for what he said about Roman, but how he brought up that I'm going to bury you next to your father. And the Usos are saying that's disrespectful because he's not here. He can't hear that. You're talking about someone who's passed on. That doesn't sit well with the bloodline. And CM Punk says, you know what, I am sorry. I am sorry. And then goes completely back on his apology. And they get into, they throw a punch, shoves, all that afterwards. It was weird. A lot of people are saying it was weird, but to me, what else is there to do right now if Roman's not going to show up? All right, if he's not going to show up, you have to throw in his cousins. You have to throw in, someone, I can't think of that word, but just secondary type of character. And right now you got the Usos to do that. CM Punk is only going to have so many chances to be face to face with Roman Reigns next week, being one of them. I don't know. I didn't mind it. Yeah, it was a little stupid. It wasn't the stupidest thing that I saw on Raw, with the masked men segment to start the show. You have Adam Pearce calling out Seth Rollins, and 20 masked men come, and they disorient him, and they shake him up, and they're doing the runaround thing, and it just seemed a little silly. But even then, it didn't really make me cringe as much as others that I've heard speak about it, like Luke Owen and Ollie Davis on Wrestle Talk. I just did not think it was that. It was wrestling. Yeah, it was goofy, but I like my wrestling goofy. So sometimes, how else are they going to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I think you and I have been kind of locked in on the whole over the masked man shtick, just
Mm-hmm.
across the board, and it's that's not goofy, that's not fun. It feels tired.
A little bit.
So why not get a little goofy and goobery?
Exactly. If you're just gonna, go the whole, you go the extra mile with it.
Right.
Why not just steer into the skid? And yeah, it's stupid. All right, well, what's even stupider than having a masked man come out every time? Well, let's just have 20 of them flock out and disorient Adam Pearce. How about this now becomes a bit where you don't know where Seth Rollins is? You just see masked men and you have to take the mask off yourself or something. If that's something to build up, sure. But I just, the matches building up to WrestleMania, going back to Punk Roman, I don't feel like it's a match issue. The pairing, to me, it feels more like a creative issue.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's an issue where everything is scrambled, and that's, I feel, my biggest gripe with WrestleMania this year is that no one, it feels very rushed.
Mm-hmm.
And what's being promoted right now are the big matches, as they should. But you also have potential sleeper matches like a Finn Balor Dominic Mysterio. You could have a women's tag team title match. We're supposed to see Bailey take on AJ Lee next week, but who's to say that doesn't end in a screwy finish and we end up seeing 3 women fight over the Women's Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. There's so much to go on. It's just, it's why I like being a wrestling fan, and not a WWE fan. Because just because one show is not living up to your expectation, well, you can go to another show. So, no, I really don't. I don't. I am not the biggest fan of all of WrestleMania right now, but Punk Roman is like the only thing that's like, all right, that's saving me. Because even on the SmackDown side, the Blue brand, I'm not really too thrilled what's going on there, especially with what happened on Friday night. And now you're going to have Cody and Randy Orton face off. Well, you still have some unfinished business, not only with Drew, but Jacob Fatu as well.
Box.
And all gas, no brakes, Jacob Fatu.
Drew, Fatu, how do you do?
I didn't even realize that. It was flow state. It was a motherfucking flow state. Like, why not throw those two in the mix and make it a fatal 4-way?
Mm-hmm. Which I do think that's what's going to happen.
You do think that I'm hopeful. I'm not going to
give a little diversity from last. We talked about this like 2 weeks ago, I think. Like to give a little diversity and change last year's WrestleMania in Vegas from being the exact same thing this year at WrestleMania in Vegas.
Yeah,
change something up, and why not make it a fatal 4-way?
Fatal 4-way would be absolutely chaotic, and to me, it would be the start to rectify the awful ending to the main event of WrestleMania last year. Whether you do have Punk and Roman go last on night 2, or Cody Randy potential fatal 4-way go last, it already is a leg up from last year, and at least from what I'd see, that fatal 4-way WWE Championship matches at WrestleMania have not always panned out the best. WrestleMania 2000, it was supposed to be Rock versus Triple H in the one-on-one match to main event WrestleMania. However, the McMahons, and specifically Vince and his ego, got in the way and made the match into a fatal 4-way with a McMahon in every corner. And it was Vince in the Rock's, Stephanie in Triple H's, Linda in Mick Foley's, and Shane O'Mac in Big Show's. That really left a stank on that type of match for WrestleMania because of how over the top it was and how it just should not have been done. Where this year, it seems more organic. It seems way more. It seems way more in that like organic than doing Cody, Randy, and Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre are going to have a street fight. Jacob Fatu doesn't have to be in the mix for, taking the fall or winning by any means in the Fatal 4, but just putting him in that matchup, competing for the WWE Championship, is only going to legitimize him as a top star on SmackDown. And going into the next year of WWE after WrestleMania, you need to start thinking about guys like Jacob Fatu who can step in and be WWE champion. It's very possible with the athletic ability he has in the ring and on the mic. He has what it takes to be a WWE champion. It's getting him in the ring with these veterans to really prepare him.
Hashtag Fatu season.
Hashtag Fatu season.
So, hear me out on this.
Okay.
Could you also call him Fadoose, since he's Fatu?
See, Fadoose.
It's just him, Deuce.
See, Fadoose. Fadoose just sounds like the sound you make when your deuce goes in the toilet. Fadoose.
Kerplunk.
Or when you press the button in Pajama Sam, like, Fadoose. Fadoose.
It's just me, Deuce.
That's fucking awesome. Oh, that's
Number
awesome.
2 shit. Just me, Deuce.
Yeet. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. That's I don't. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, there's so much going on. There's so much with that. Yeah. Yeah. Do we have any voicemails, KB, this week?
It's a good question. While I check, do you want to tell everyone about WWE Shop?
Yes, I would absolutely love to talk about WWE Shop. WWE Shop, the only place that you can find the very latest official merchandise from WWE, including event merchandise and fan gear for the top superstars in sports entertainment. Use the link in the description below to to get your favorite fan gear and help support the house show. All right, KB, can't see him over in the porch. It's a little dark out there, but he's got his Stranger Things.
I'll cut to me in the
There we go. We got the
Stranger Things shirt.
Hell yeah, we got the Stranger Things shirt. It's looking fuego flames on you, my dude.
Shirt's comfy, man.
All the shirts are really comfy.
WWE Shop clearance sale going on right now too, Patty Pits. Glass shattering savings. What? Up to 70% off clearance event. Why?
What? Can you get a Tiki Stone Cold Steve Austin and drink out of it?
Yeah, you can. Why? Plus, hey, 316 day coming up.
316 day. That's the other thing that they're trying to get Stone Cold to appear on Raw for 316 day.
Oh, Pits, they sell on WWE Shop. No free ads. They sell a hat that's different from the hats we love, but it literally just says "what" on the front of it. And then the question mark dot is Stone Cold's flaming skull.
Yeah,
logo.
Do we need it? That's a very us. That's an us hat
that's
right there.
So funny.
That's great.
This is the one you need because you're a St. Patrick's guy. They have an Austin 317 shirt, and then it's the skull logo in the back with orange flames and a.
Oh, I need to get that for. I need to get that for future St. Patrick's Day. I've been rocking the Celtics jersey with the, every year. Gotta switch it up.
But yeah, check out WWE Shop. Check out the clearance sale. Use our link in the description. Support the show, support the program, and get free shipping over $24 with code WWE24.
Go do it. Go do it today.
How many different podcasts does WWE have on their network?
Okay, so they got Cody's.
Cody.
Logan
Taker.
Paul, technically, Taker. Stephanie McMahon, 4. 5.
And they're classifying WWE now? With Sam Roberts and Megan Morant?
Oh, that's what I was counting as
Oh.
Raw Rewind, Raw Recap or something. They do that. That's their show. And then they'll do like the pre-shows for NXT.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Yeah, those podcasts are really good. I really love those conversations. I mean, I got to listen to the Cody Gunther one. I've seen clips of Undertaker JBL. I mean, JBL is as much of an asshole as he is. The assholes make the best villains. And boy, was he a evil villain as WWE champion.
We have breaking news on the Twitter timeline, Patty Pitts.
Oh, geez, I was supposed to... Jeez, you got breaking news before me. I was going to segue out of...
This is coming from the AEW universe, from our good pal Jimmy from the Oos, QSO. Breaking news: if MJF links with Don Callis, Jimmy from the Q is going to burn his Burberry scarf.
That's tough, Jimmy. You're gonna really burn it? I mean, do you expect, what do you expect? Of course MJF would side with Don Callis to keep the Triple B. Of course he would. I get it. You don't want him to join the epitome of disgust and awfulness and in AEW, and that is Don Callis, that naked mole rat, bald fraud ass.
Not Rufus.
Rufus.
Don Rufus?
Rufus is more of an American Next Top model than Don Callis. Oh, but that's what he's going to do. It's a Texas death match. Come on. MJF is going to do anything and everything to keep that championship. I get it. I don't want you to. How about you just don't burn it? How about you just give it to me? I'll fucking wear it. And I'll give you a pretty penny for it, too. What kind of fish you like? Salmon? Cod?
Sword?
That's what I'm going to have after we record.
I was going to say, have you ever had swordfish?
Oh, it's delicious. With Béarnaise sauce?
It's very good. I've had it grilled.
Okay.
Big fan.
You got to have it with Béarnaise sauce. It is.
Kebab form.
Oh, we sell kebabs. We sell sword kebabs.
Yeah, swordfish. It was swordfish, chicken, and steak, and then each one was separated by peppers and onions.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
tasty.
That sounds it. Picturing it now. I mean, that's our breaking news here from the house. I was going to give some other breaking news that dropped today regarding NXT Stand and Deliver happening on April 4th. KB, it is not going to air on Peacock. It will be airing live on WWE's YouTube platforms.
Yeah, explain this to me. Why this change?
Okay, so it's changing because their deal with Peacock is up. They did not renegotiate for NXT pay-per-views to be on Peacock. The last one was Vengeance Day, which I watched on Sunday. And instead of going to ESPN and having them also lug, production and yada yada for it, they're just going to do it on the YouTube. And I don't hate this idea. I really don't. Because all you want in this stage is to get eyes on your product. Once they're hooked, they will subscribe to ESPN. They'll sign up for Netflix, all that stuff. With YouTube, it seems like that is where they're going for their libraries for past shows and whatnot. And it seems to me that they're going that way to start NXT pay-per-views live and then, continue. I don't hate it. I really enjoy the move because then you get to watch for free. Obviously, I like that. 2, it's easy to find. You just go to WWE's YouTube channel, type in WWE on YouTube, and then it will be the first one. And the way we view wrestling now, there's so much of it that it's not even just so much in general. It's so much from every company, WWE specifically. You can't charge all these people for it. You can't. So why not start them out with YouTube, get them acquainted with the content there, the wrestlers there, and then work your way to, finding another home for it. To me, this doesn't seem like it is a forever deal with these pay-per-views going on YouTube. They don't have a buyer right now, but that's fine. You can get a buyer, look at where we've come. And to be honest, to NXT, it could be its own third brand. So it's this. There's a lot of weird steps that are happening right now because of the ESPN thing, because of, you're watching one show or one brand's shows on 3 different platforms. It's confusing. All right. So that's it's short term. It's short term. But let me read more about it. But yeah, I don't hate it. Like, imagine if the NFL put like a playoff game on YouTube.
Well, they did the Brazil game on YouTube this
Yeah, the
year.
Eagles, right? Yeah.
No, the Chiefs and Chargers.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
That
right.
first game was on YouTube, I'm pretty sure.
And because the thing is, everyone has YouTube.
Yeah.
Everyone has YouTube. They can just go. It's not something you could don't have to pay a subscription for. Fightful put on. There's not a lot of news on why it was changed and whatnot because the news only broke. What time? Like a couple hours ago, 4 hours ago. It was originally supposed to take place during WrestleMania weekend, I'm assuming at the T-Mobile Arena as well. But then it was moved to the Factory in St. Louis, and the event now is on April 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, 5 p.m. Central Time. So, and I don't hate it. I like it and believe that people need to not get up in arms and think that this is the end of WWE. The end of it's a lull period. Before you get someone else picks you up, there's a lull period. And you already have a YouTube channel. Why not bolster it up a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And NXT's good right now. Who cares? Like, you are in for a treat, KB, if you were to just pull up the old YouTube and all it pops up. We have some good potential matches. I mean, we're going to see the eventual culmination of Zarya and Sol Ruka. That relationship bursting into flames. Them now competing in a triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship against champion JC Jane. But there's no matches that have been scheduled yet, as Fightful did say. But yeah, not the end of the world. I do like that. So, relax.
Yeah, I don't hate it's innovative, it's new. Do you think they sign a TV deal?
I think they'll do some sort of deal. Maybe come summer months, or you'll hear rumblings about it.
What do you think it'll be with?
I mean, the easy answer is just to say ESPN. However,
ESPN Plus.
Yeah, but like ESPN's not even that happy with WWE right now because ESPN said they're not doing, or ESPN is not doing letter grades anymore for the wrestling shows.
It's a weird partnership, and I think we talked about that from the beginning. Because, like, I'm intertwined, obviously, with the PLL and the WLL, and they're on ESPN, and that feels like a very successful partnership.
Mm-hmm.
Like, getting people in front of faces, which that's another thing. Just saying that out loud made me remember something I have to bring up when we get to what I've been seeing. But, like, with wrestling, because, people are going to hate me for saying this, it is a scripted thing.
That is.
It felt like a weird fit to put it on ESPN that covers non-scripted sports.
Yeah, it was.
Where like Netflix made a ton of sense because it's a production company. Like they produce television and movies and stuff, and they do a really good job with like the Drive to Survive documentary series for F1, Full Swing with golf. Like,
yeah,
it made sense for. And like you have WWE Unreal is what it's called.
Yeah.
So like that made sense from like a Netflix perspective to take Monday Night Raw, but ESPN always felt like a strange fit for WWE, in my opinion.
It's too button up, in my opinion. Wrestling is not button up at all. And when you go to ESPN, you're making it corporate in a way. You're trying to get that casual fan. I'm always in support of getting that casual fan, but you need to take care of the loyal fan as well. And the loyal fan doesn't give two shits that they're on ESPN. They don't.
Right.
They don't. If they were on Triller, for God's sakes, they would flock to you. That's what AEW does. Like it's wrestling fans are such a unique breed of people that their loyalty is not with anything outside of wrestling. They don't care that, like, if, say, just for hypothetical purposes, there was another, sports network, like a Fox, like Fox. All right, we'll go with Fox. So like a Fox bought the rights instead of ESPN. It would have been like, all right, cool, nice. They did before, but let's see where they go more with it. Because Fox is more than sports.
Right.
It's a TV network. WWE is not sports centric. If you wanted to watch a more combat, physical type of wrestling, AEW and New Japan. That's where you should go. And obviously the indies as well. But if you want a little bit more of cinematic, you want to bend your imagination in a sorts, watch WWE. That's the difference. ESPN was made for the combat, and when you try to blur the lines, you're going to have these guys that come on the show, and some are going to knock it out of the park. You're going to have some Seth Rollinses. You're going to have Roman Reignses and Paul Heyman's that can just talk. CM Punks who just talk for hours and hours. But then you have guys like Oba Femi and Dirty Dom that are, maybe not so Oba, but Dirty Dom specifically. Dude, he's a character, man. He's going to talk about his deadbeat dad on camera. And the ESPN audience is going to think, holy shit, Dominic Mysterio really hates his dad. And like the disconnect is really going to fuck some people up. Where, I hate to say it, but you have AEW who actually said, fuck the big deals. We got our Warner Brothers, our TV deal. Why not just make our own network or make our own app? And that's what they're doing with my AEW because of the shit that is going on with Triller and them basically being bankrupt. So that is one way that you can combat that. It just, I don't know. It does seem weird.
Yeah, it felt like a partnership that just like did not fit. It was like trying to mix like toothpaste and orange juice.
Yeah. It's a yucky combo, KB. Do we talk about? No, we did that. Talked about that. KB, I've been royal rambling here and kind of dominating the house because no one wants to call. I get calls all day. They want to talk about fish. They want to talk about my health. They don't want to talk about wrestling. Can you please, peeps, be a peep and go to speakpipe.com/official house show and leave me a voicemail about anything wrestling. I'll even give you a roadmap because I ask for people to give me maps and they don't. So I will give you a roadmap. Give me your favorite WrestleMania moment. Okay, there's no other pay-per-view leading up to WrestleMania. Okay, it's all WrestleMania from here on out. Let me know what your favorite WrestleMania moment is, and we will discuss it on the show next week.
Yes, please call.
Please call. I will. That's a great. I think we should do that. That's good. Good job, Pitts. Because, yeah, WrestleMania's coming up. And every year I watch as many WrestleManias as I can before I fall asleep um, from every different era. And it is crazy to see how it's evolved. Because I remember when I first started doing it for shits and gigs, I watched the first ever WrestleMania, and it legitimately just looks like, a glorified house show
Mm-hmm.
in a sense. I mean, if for anyone who doesn't know it, it happened in the middle of the day. It was not a prime time event. It was more like a matinee. And look where it's evolved to. You have it starting at Madison Square Garden as a house show. A couple years down the line, it's in Las Vegas. It's Caesar's Palace, and then fast forward years later, you're at Ford Field, WrestleMania 23. WrestleMania 17 even at the Superdome. It just into where we are now. So it's crazy to see that, and I think I don't know where I would start my journey. So, also, there's another question for you peeps. What was your favorite WrestleMania to watch, and what is one WrestleMania that I should watch on my journey? Because we got 41 of them, 41 WrestleManias. It's a lot of fucking WrestleManias, man. It's a lot of shows.
That's a lot of mania. Why?
It's a lot of mania.
Dude, remember when Stone Cold drove in on the four-wheeler at WrestleMania 40?
At 41?
Was it 41?
Yeah, because 40 he didn't show up. He was playing with
Okay.
his cats.
Yeah.
And he bombed and hit that woman on the barricade. Oh my god, dude. So fucking funny. Absolutely. He missed the on-ramp too.
I popped a wheelie. What? Welcome to Jackass. What?
Crashed into
What?
Crashed into this woman in the barricade. What? Spilled a beer. She made me get her another beer. I drank that beer.
I drove off and went and got more beer. What?
Oh, I need to see Stone Cold at WrestleMania this year. That is. Oh, it was gold. Yeah. Do you have a favorite Mania moment, KB? Or one that you've brought, yeah.
From a bias perspective, I did it tickled my fancy when Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey were. At 40.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Being in the crowd for that was wild.
That was the closest you've been to being at an Eagles game.
That was the closest thing I could get to an Eagles game, with two Eagles players on the field, getting the win. I'm low-key shocked a Fly Eagles Fly chant didn't break out.
Two Eagles legends.
Yeah, legends.
I love drinking beer. What?
Riding on the ATVs.
What? Singing Fly Eagles Fly. What? Go Birds dickhead. What?
Eating cheesesteaks.
That's definitely a moment. I think most of my Mania moments are from 40.
Yeah, because that was obviously
the greatest WrestleMania ever.
It really, in my opinion, unbiased opinion, it's top 3. Biased opinion, easily. It's 1. It was the fact that we witnessed a change. Okay, yeah. That was Triple H goes on and on about what's a new era. Tonight's gonna be the showcase of a new era. We're gonna be doing something new. He says all the time. But in that stadium, you didn't hear him say it. You felt it.
Right.
When Roman comes out and it goes on, and then all shit, Endgame, the last 5 minutes of the main event, Endgame happens with every star manageable coming out. I mean, you have friggin' Jey Uso spearing his brother off the stage, Solo Sikoa about to hit an Umaga Samoan spike, and then literal Captain America, John Cena, shows up to save the day. And then you have The Undertaker stop The Rock from, what do we call it, whipping Cody Rhodes with the Mama Rhodes belt. And that's all after Seth Rollins did everything he could, hobbling on like shattered leg. That thing is in pieces, and he is hobbling to make sure Cody Rhodes wins. Ugh. I could go back to every ending of every WrestleMania, and not one of them will be as iconic and legendary as that one. No, you can't. I have goosebumps right now thinking of it. Because it was that last the last 5 minutes of that match, that was euphoria. You know, like outer body experience, and that I don't think I've ever felt at a sporting event, like a legit game of my own, home sports teams. It was just electric. I can't describe it. That's just the beauty of going to wrestling shows. It's great. Oh, I want that feeling again. When are we going to get that again? I don't know. That's why you guys got to call and leave me voicemails.
Facts.
All right. What do we got? What's, you want to do an ad read? You said you had some stuff you wanted to.
Yeah, you want to tell the people about 47?
Dude, I would love to see this hat on my head right now. All right, it would not be on my head if it wasn't for the fantastic company that is 47, the renowned lifestyle brand that merges sports culture and street style, known for its high-quality apparel, headwear, and accessories. 47 holds licenses with major sports leagues such as the NFL, MLB, NHL, and even some college sports as well. Right, some college logos in there. They get some fire gear right now. I love the hat selection coming out with the NHL ones. You got some St. Patty's Day. I know they got their St. Patty's Day collection all up and ready to be sold. So go get those out. Use our code in the link in the description to be styling and profiling with 47.
They're literally dropping new stuff, what feels like every single day. They have their brand new MLS collection, which I'm very happy about, which I feel like we kind of paved the way for because we were banging the table for Philadelphia Union hats on Underground, and boom, there it is. The St. Patrick's Day collection is absolutely sweet. I'm stocking up, gearing up for baseball season. They've got an awesome new capsule called the Frame Out collection. Pitts, it looks like if you took like late 90s, early 2000s, like gas station signs and put your favorite baseball team.
Okay.
It's perfect.
Okay. I'm getting the image.
Beautiful. They're dropping new stuff all the time. I'm literally on 47's website. It's like one of my most viewed sites because I check their website every single day. It's the best.
Okay. That's me in the emails. I'm constantly reading their emails.
I just love them. They're the best. We're both wearing it right now.
Yeah. We rep 47 here in the house.
Truly incredible. We love 47. So yeah, use that link in the description. Get free shipping on all orders when you join the 47 family. And support the house show and rep the official headwear partner of Underground Industries.
Yeah, be a Pitts fit. Go do it.
Yeah, things I've been seeing Patty Pitts. One thing, because we talked about how I was at PLL and WLL Championship Series and the ESPN partnership that those two leagues have. Romar Dennis, who plays for the California Redwoods, was on Sports Center during the week.
Oh, cool.
And they asked him about his WWE fandom.
Love it. Okay.
And I want to pull up the exact clip here because it was pretty funny. Randy Scott did his Stone Cold impression for Romar Dennis.
Oh, that's awesome.
On Sports Center. And Romar's just a huge Stone Cold fan, which is incredible that we were just talking about him.
Yeah.
And Romar was like, his attitude, literally the attitude era.
Yeah,
Just
the
smashing
best
beers. What?
Attitude Era is the best era in all of wrestling. It is. You can never ever replicate that again. The shit you saw. Oh,
Yeah, so
KB, we could do a whole podcast.
Romar talking Stone Cold on Sports Center was like a crossing of all of our brands here.
Yeah, like that's the ESPN partnership difference.
Yeah, 100%. Gets your athletes in front of non-traditional audiences for your sports.
And every athlete grew up watching WWE. You know what I mean? Every kid got into it at some point, whether they watched it once at their friend's house or they watched it for 10 years growing up in elementary into high school and whatnot. You know, it's everyone, because everyone knows who Stone Cold and The Rock are. Okay?
Also, things I'm seeing: World Baseball Classics going on right now. Aaron Nola pitched a gem for the Paisans, hopefully pushing Team USA onto the knockout stage.
Yeah.
This beef, or not beef, but has been made into a beef between Cal Raleigh and Randy Arozarena is straight out of WWE.
It's very wrestling coded. No, it very much is, because they're all on the same team for the Mariners.
Yep.
You know, but when it comes to the World Baseball Classic, it's
USA and Mexico, with Raleigh at Team USA, and then Arozarena with Mexico. But basically, if you don't know, Cal Raleigh was catching for Team USA, aka the Big Dumper. He's got a nickname too. It's very wrestling.
Dude, Big Dumper is a wrestler's name. It has to be.
Randy goes in to shake his hand as he's going up to bat. Cal kind of stiffs him, and then Randy, I think, playfully goes off on Cal Raleigh, like calls him an asshole, like all this stuff in like 3 different languages. And it's very funny watching, because when you watch the end of the video, Randy like looks back and like smiles, and you can tell that he was like totally just like putting in a work on the media.
Yeah, he's working himself into a shoot.
But it's also very funny because it's like, these are like serious reporters from Mexico, from Cuba, like talking to Randy, and they're thinking it's all true. And now Cal Raleigh's getting bombarded with questions about it, and he's embarrassed about it, and it's so goddamn funny.
Dude, it's so wrestling coded because of that shit. Like, he's just saying, like, of course you're gonna say that about your buddy, you know what I mean? But everyone takes it literal. Like, he's working it. He's just being like, oh yeah, fuck that guy, you know, it's asshole. But at the end of the day, they're going to go back to spring training together and play 162 game season. You know, like it is just 2 teammates who, to me, it reminds me of like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa from the Cruiserweight Classic, where they were tag team partners, you know, best of friends. But when it came to one-on-one action, they would beat the holy hell out of each other. They would turn on each other if they had to. Not saying that, you know, Randy Arozarena is going to smack Cal Raleigh upside the head with the bat, but what he is going to do is he's going to he's going to make sure that his Team USA, wins over Mexico. And then once that's over, well, they're going to go back to their thing. You know, it's wrestling, man. It's very pro wrestling at its finest.
Yeah, it's great. I'm a huge fan of it, and it just makes the WBC that much more fun.
A lot of people are hating the WBC.
Which I don't. If you hate the WBC, you're a loser.
Because
it's so fun.
Because it doesn't mean anything, and the injuries before the season, like, that's their biggest gripe with it. You know?
But there's been like 2 injuries recently. There's Kyle Teal and one other player.
Diaz.
But that was last World Baseball Classic.
Oh, okay.
Like, Edwin Diaz is back. He pitched. He got to pitch in Puerto Rico for the first time.
Okay.
He's good to go. this World Baseball Classic, there's been like 2 like actual injuries, and one of them happened or both of them happened last night for Team Italy. Which the fact that they didn't replace Kyle Teal with Aaron Nola's brother for Team Italy so that he could actually pitch to his brother, because Aaron Nola's brother's a catcher.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
The fact that we didn't get that as the replacement for the WBC Team Italy team is a tragedy.
Yeah, because I feel like that's what the WBC is about.
It's like moments Fast and the Furious. It's family.
I don't like how we just quoted Fast and Furious. Great movie.
You know, Hobbs and Shaw, family.
Hobbs, powerhouse.
Which, speaking of that, another thing I saw, Royce Keys is just not even on the WWE website right now.
He's not on the website?
No. I saw like a post about like the biggest free agents in WWE right now.
Oh, free agents means he's not on a brand.
But Royce Keys is not even on the WWE website. Allegedly.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I have to go and check this now because that's crazy. I have to, before I make my point, because I was about to go on a whole rant because I've seen people talk about this. Like, why aren't they doing anything with Royce Keys? Like, why? He's just sitting there doing nothing. It's like, why are you going to have him go and start a run right now or some sort of feud with WrestleMania coming up in a little bit over a month? Now we have NXT, current superstars, Royce, so Randy, okay. So I'm looking, Rusev, Roman. Yeah, he's not.
Crazy.
Really? It's so bizarre.
Very interesting.
That is weird, right? I'm just like real time. You're getting my real reaction. Like, I mean, they have Brie Bella. Brie Bella is on the active roster, and Piper Niven. Well, Piper Niven injured. That's different. Who? Oh, yeah. No, they have I'm trying to see if there's anybody here. Like, you have Cruz del Toro. When was the last time we saw Cruz del Toro on television?
Also, this Andre Chase guy looks like a Temu version of Mr. Beast.
Dude, he's the man. Chase University, man. Chase U. His bit was great. He does look a little bit like Mr. Beast, though. Looking at these headshots is crazy.
But yeah, no Royce Keys on the website.
That's
what does it mean? What does it mean, Patty Pitts?
I think they don't know where the fuck he's gonna go. NXT or main roster. I don't think they know. They already have a guy like a Royce Keys on the main roster. It's Obafemi.
Obafemi.
I have a feeling we could see Royce Keys.
Obafemi technically a free agent.
Technically a free agent on the main roster. A little bit of nuance there.
Do you think they're waiting to see whether they put him on Raw or SmackDown, and then they put Royce Keys on the opposite?
No, I think it's so close. I think it's, Oba, there. And then, depending on that, ship him to NXT. I believe him in NXT would be so beneficial because he gets more screen time, one. He gets to be working with people he's already worked with for, over 5 years in AEW. And it's such a different vibe down there. You can really let your character develop, and you can have the crowd actually become a fan of you. Where on the main roster, you get like 5 seconds to really show why the crowd should be buying every single merch item you have. And NXT develops all those skills so that you're ready to do that. Sending someone from AEW to the main roster when they have not previously been in WWE is a shell shock. It is a culture shock. They need that extra time in NXT to get that, work the WWE way. Maybe get some air time, camera time, because it is a different style. Royce Keys would benefit so much in NXT because of that. And why not just do it with one of your buddies in Ricky Saints? Have Royce be the bodyguard type guy. And he can be the mouthpiece, and Royce Keys can just look like the big jacked guy. That's so interesting. I want to tweet that. I'm shocked I haven't seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us.
Yeah, I saw that today. I was like, very interesting there, Mr. Squidward.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. All right. Then, did we talk about WWE 2K26 yet?
No, I think you just brought it up.
So that was that, and my predictions for Revolution are the only two things that I want to bring up because I just downloaded WWE26 KB. It is downloading as we speak, and I'm not going to go on and say I'm going to do this. I'm just going to tell you this. I'm going to get wicked into this game. Okay. I'm going to challenge Shake. I'm going to challenge Jimmy from the queue to see who is the better general manager. We're going to play Universe Mode to come up with the real and official Nonsense Wrestling Federation. We're going to play the My Rise. I was already watching the showcase mode with CM Punk, which fantastic job there in the matches they picked and all that. That game is going to be electric, and I can't wait to play it and go full in because the modes and the different things you get to do in the game is exactly what we should be going toward, like where we should be going towards for video games, any combat game. The open world, the customization of characters, the GM mode is a huge one. The customization is so big especially in wrestling games. After watching everything that I've seen, I really am excited to actually do the edits and not just watch them.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
And we gotta get Jimmy from the queue and Shake in a GM mode. I need that ASAP. So I want to draft my squad. That's like my ultimate dream job. If I had a magic genie and he asked me what are your 3 wishes, one of them would absolutely be that I am the general manager of NXT or a wrestling show. That is such a fun gig to be the on-screen GM. That'd be my glory. Yeah, and do some stuff with 2K. And then lastly, all I want to bring up is we got AEW Revolution on Sunday, KB. All right, we got over on HBO Max or Triller, or I think AEW's service will be up, so maybe go there. But we got some predictions to make, so let me just make a new page in my handy dandy notebook. And we are going to write down some predictions. Starting off, I'll go bottom up. Let's see how. So starting off with the 21-man Blackjack Battle Royal for the AEW National Championship. We know Ricochet will be in the match as he is the national champion. Fuck Ricochet. I will go with my prediction for that match is that Ricochet retains. I don't see why he would lose the title right there. I would like to see some cool people joining that match because it is the national championship. It doesn't have to be defended AEW Superstar. AEW Superstar can be a wrestler from a different wrestling promotion, very similar to the territory days with the NWA. Ricochet's doing a good job with the title. I mean, talk about someone who has flourished after leaving WWE. I mean, no one thought he could be a heel, and he's one of the best chicken shit heels going right now. So, I got Ricochet winning that one. We have the Don Callis family taking on Mystico and Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey for the World Trios Championships. As much as it pains me to say this, I am picking the Don Callis family to win. I don't see them losing those championships anytime soon. And they're just dominant. It's going to be a fun match. I mean, Mystico rules in the ring. Anytime Jet Speed gets in a match, I mean, you can get dizzy. You can get dizzy. They are fast in the ring.
Look at this speed.
Look at the speed in the ring. Next up, we have Swerve Strickland versus Brody King to decide who is the real most dangerous man in AEW. I hate to do it. I'm doing Swerve. I don't want to, but I don't see Brody King getting the win here. Swerve is a dangerous motherfucker. I mean, it's not advertised as no DQ, but this could get ugly and it could brawl. I would like to see it brawl all over the arena. Ooh, we got a little Lucha Libre action. Bandito taking on Andrade El Idolo. And I don't see that it's for the Ring of Honor World Championship. I think it's just a regular standard match. Probably will be on the pre-show. So I'm going to pick Bandito. No, I'm picking Andrade. I will pick Andrade for that one. I just don't see Bandito getting a win clean. And even if he does get the win, Andrade is going to come out on top. A match I'm very much looking forward to. Toni Storm, timeless Toni Storm, taking on Marina Shafir in an everyone banned from ringside match. So this feud has been going on for quite some time. They had a mixed tag team hair versus hair match with Toni Storm and Orange Cassidy taking on Marina Shafir and Wheeler Yuta. That happened about a month ago. Oh, that's been going on. So these two are finally going to get one-on-one action with no Wheeler Yuta, no Orange Cassidy, nobody from the conglomeration or Death Riders at ringside. And this one's going to be a fight. You know, I really think this will be a coming out performance for Marina Shafir. Jon Moxley said it just said it on his interview with Renee Paquette that no one works harder than Marina Shafir. And if everyone worked half as hard as she did, the world would get everyone would get 100% better every day. I mean, she's out. She will have a match late night, you know, probably get a couple hours of sleep, and then early morning hitting the gym. You know, Mox will see her driving when he's driving into the arena. She's already outside warming up. You know, she's just always ahead of the game early. It's nice. I like to see that progression, especially with someone who did not have the best start to her AEW career. I am going to go with Shafir. I'm going to take Marina Shafir on that one. Sorry, Tony. Jon Moxley, staying with the Death Riders. Jon Moxley versus Kanoshka Takeshita for the Continental Championship. Stipulation here is that there is no time limits. Their last match ended in a time limit draw. So they're not going to have a time limit in this Continental Classic match. It would... I'm torn. I am torn because as much as I don't believe Jon Moxley should lose the Continental Championship, if he had to lose it to anybody, it would be Takeshita. Takeshita is probably going to be a world champion in 2 years. I'm torn. I'm going to go Takeshita. I don't want to bet against my... I want to be right. I mean, if I picked everyone I liked, I wouldn't have picked Andrade. Let's put it that way. Next up, we got the AEW Tag Team Championship match. Defending champs FTR taking on the Young Bucks. It's got personal. The FTR has attacked the Young Bucks family at ringside. You know, it's got personal. So they're gonna face off for the tag team championship. I would like to see the Bucks win. You know, it would be a nice babyface Bucks win at the
Big
pay-per-view.
Giannis guy.
Who the Bucks are? Oh yeah, they are. No, they are. They had Giannis at an AEW one time, and Tony Khan freaked out like it was.
He was at Elimination Chamber.
Telling you, dude,
Him
athletes.
And Thanasis, apparently they were standing in front of Brandon Walker the entire
That's
time.
so funny. Oh my god. Of all people standing in front of BFW. Oh. Yeah, it's Giannis, big wrestling guy. I'm taking the Bucks. Taking the Bucks of youth. Big Brady?
Yeah, Tom Brady, big Bucks guy.
No, I'm more of a big Baker Mayfield Bucks guy. You know who didn't take the Bucks? I bet Mike Evans is picking FTR. Just saying. But Mike Evans is picking FTR in this one.
He's picking the 49ers.
That's where all the gold is. Gold rush, baby.
Gold rush. Cha-ching.
And then what's up next? We have I'm gonna put the Bucks. We need a baby. 2 out of 3 falls match for the AEW Women's Championship. Tekla, the champion, taking on Chris Statlander. 2 out of 3 falls. I would love to see Stat Daddy win, but I'm going with Tekla because Tekla is dangerous. Tekla is one of the better signings AEW has had overall in the past year, and she's aggressive. She's someone that will really up this women's division from being just, you know, the women's division into a group of killers, essentially. You know, her group
cold killers.
What? They're gonna be with her, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue. I forget what their name is at the moment. There's so many wrestling names in my head. Like that's the way the women's division should be going with them. And I don't know. I want to see something different from Chris Statlander. I don't want to see this, you know, everything's great. You're my friend. We're friends. Besties. Now I want to see a little bit of a darker side to her. And I feel like a loss here would definitely put her over the edge. And then last up, MJF versus Hangman Page. I'm not in a Texas death match for the AEW World Championship. I will not bet against MJF. I'll tell you right now. MJF is going to find a way to win this match, whether it is teaming up with Don Callis in some way, shape, or form. Even if it is, you know, calling on one of Hangman's old enemies from AEW or even another company. Oh. You need to have MJF win this match and continue the run he's on with this championship. It's awesome. He's defending it everywhere, not just in AEW, but on the indies. You know, he's going to, and he's facing guys like Alec Price's. You know, I forgot who he faced at Hog. Oh, he faced Zillifa too. You know, like these up and comers that are going to be, you know, regular names in the game 5-10 years from now, you know, and finally give him that opportunity. It's nice. And I want to keep that going. And Hangman doesn't need the world title right now. He doesn't. I'm sorry. All right. Hangman's story does not involve the AEW championship right now. I don't think it needs to. So it's my predictions. KB. That's what I got.
I dig it. I dig it. Trying to think of anything else I have to bring to your attention.
Yeah.
Let me see here really quick.
Yeah. Do you have anything bookmarked before we? Well, will you go find something to book that you want to bring up? Should I tell the people about whatnot?
Go for it.
All right. So I'm going to talk to you peeps about whatnot, the social media marketplace, where you can discover some of your favorite products like sports cards, sneakers, handbags, and women's thrift, along with Pokemon cards. Get 5% off your first purchase in a live stream with code WHTNT Welcome 5. All right, that's WHTNT Welcome 5. WHTNT Welcome 5.
Oh, did you see? We were kind of talking about it before we started recording, because baseball opening night is going to be on Netflix this year.
Yes.
And did you
yes.
see who the national broadcaster for the play-by-play is going to be?
Isn't one of them like Barry Bonds, or am I like? I thought I heard
no.
like it was like bigger names. Teixeira?
There are some bigger. No, Teixeira's in. He's running for Congress, and he's an absolute slapstick. But some fun names. Albert Pujols is going to be on the desk.
That's cool. I like that.
Hunter Pence is going to be in the booth. I love Pence in the booth.
Okay, yeah,
he's awesome as an analyst. Anthony Rizzo is going to be on the desk.
Oh wow!
And in the booth, CC Sabathia, which I know.
Oh, I did hear that. Okay,
CC's awesome.
No, he's great. I love.
I don't think there has ever been a player who I couldn't stand more during his playing career, simply because he was really fucking good and he played for the Yankees, so I couldn't stand him.
Mm-hmm.
But I have grown to love, and I mean love, CC Sabathia post playing career.
Yeah, he's awesome. I mean, he the shit he says in interviews is like you actually hear fun stories. You know, it's not like you talk to a robot. It's nice.
It's awesome. Lauren Shahadi's going to be one of the reporters. Elle Duncan is going to be one of the hosts as she makes her way over to Netflix. Our guy, Petty Pitts, is on play-by-play, though. Matt Vasgersian.
I love
Santa Maria!
I love Matt Vasgersian.
Dude, the Home Run Derby's on Netflix now.
Oh, this is what I heard. Barry Bonds
Vasgersian is not doing the play-by-play for the Derby, and every home run is just Santa Maria. We're being robbed.
Santa Maria. Imagine that who else would they get?
That is the new era. Chris Berman back.
I need it so bad.
Someone, because we all know Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper are going to do the Derby this year because it's in Philly. Schwarber just hits a 500-foot nuke. Santa Maria, Kyle Schwarber.
Dude, so my God.
I love Matt Vasgersian, man.
No, yeah, he's great.
He's the best. And then one of the contributors, Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, that's wrestling coded in having
so great.
Just token someone from the outside, celebrity appearance coming in.
It's the most Netflix thing ever.
I'm trying to think if a wrestling
in a good way. People bitch and complain about Bert being on all the sports stuff. Bert Kreischer's a massive sports fan.
Yeah.
So like working him into all of that is very fun. And I like Bert Kreischer.
Common man. It's a common man, dude. Common man. That's what he is. Just likes to hang. Like, that's what I mean by wrestling code. Like, it's just someone who doesn't go all in on it. Just enjoys it, is a fan themselves, and can give you that commentary. Right. That's the most authentic form of commentary in my eyes.
The other things that I saw this week for part 2 of what I've seen, Pat McAfee sounds like he's not returning to WWE anytime soon.
No, he is not. It really seems like he is focusing more on his show and the college football stuff and ESPN. It sucks on our, as fans of Pat McAfee here in the house, he's not needed right now. I would have said before his absence was missed. You could tell there was something missing, but they're killing it in the commentary game with who they have. Wade Barrett is actually my favorite commentator right now. He's fantastic, and Corey Graves is really shown why he was so mad when McAfee took his spot initially, and even getting the demotion down to NXT for a bit. That's a company guy. That's a good soldier, and every time he's on commentary, it's great. Wrestling fans love it. You don't need the McAfee now, unfortunately. I would like to see him come back for WrestleMania. Maybe a SummerSlam too. That's where he would benefit you the most. When it comes to right now, I just don't. I don't care to see McAfee. I really enjoy Wade and Corey, and even the host's favorite commentator, Booker T, over in NXT. Did you see Booker T is getting his own appreciation day next week?
That's incredible. Is it because he believes in Joe Hendry?
Probably. It probably is because he believes in Joe Hendry.
That's amazing. Booker T Appreciation Day is amazing.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
The other thing I wanted to bring up, I brought it up to you before we started recording. Cultaholic Wrestling on March 5th tweeted happy birthday to Joe Exotic, also known as Tiger King, which is crazy. We're coming up on the anniversary of everybody being enamored by that docuseries. Who used to do color commentary for NWA Texoma and would host events at his infamous zoo. To which someone quote tweeted and said, "Guess who took over the role of color commentary from Joe Exotic when he went to prison?" 2 hands raised emojis. God, I love this business. That would be one Walker Stewart. And if that name sounds familiar to you all, he's the voice of New Japan.
He's good. He's good. I really like him. Wrestling is so just niche. Like, small world, man. It's like, I realize that not only just wrestling, but just in life. It's small world.
It's so funny that Joe Exotic is tied to New Japan. That'll be part of our Wikipedia race.
That will be.
We need to get to something. We got to find Joe Exotic in New Japan.
We can do it. That would, yeah. Oh, that's funny. It's very funny. I like to see Joe Exotic get in the ring. Wonder what his finishing move would be.
One more time.
He hits you with a famous.
It'd be the Crouching Tiger.
Or the Bronco Buster. You ever see the Bronco Buster? It's a guy sitting in a corner and you just run at them at full speed, and then just you put your head, your legs through on their shoulders, and then just jump up and down like this. It's fucking chaotic.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Joe Exotic. Crazy.
Insane.
But yeah, that's all I got for you guys here in the house, KB, unless you got anything.
I think we're going to try to bang out a Wikipedia race for the first rendition after this, so stay tuned for that when that drops.
Yes, you will.
We're going to try to make those a weekly video on Tuesdays on the House Show YouTube channel exclusively.
Yeah, that's going to be really fun, and it's crazy. You're going to find some crazy avenues to get to wrestling through that.
And we will keep a running record in a Google sheet for our times. We're going to time everything. We'll make sure you all know the times and stuff like that. And we'll improve it. This is base level, ground floor stuff, just trying to find new content avenues to put out there for you guys. But I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And then when you bring guests on and we do a Wikipedia race with the guests, that's going to be even more electric.
Competition.
It's my brain. It's this is the version of the Yak Gauntlet.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So shout out to Nick and AB for the influence there.
Great dudes.
So we're definitely going to try one of those. Potentially drop the first one this coming Tuesday, but definitely keep your eyes and ears peeled for that because it's going to be so fun, especially when we edit together. Just all the words
Oh
that
my
we click
God.
on, and that's just a video. How did we get to wrestling?
We started
Ding,
Earth.
ding, 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 ding.
Dude, it's going to just be going this way, you're going that way, you're going forwards, you're going
Oh,
backwards.
it's gonna be so funny.
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait for you guys to check that out. So it's time to go to Planet Earth. Check that out. Thank you guys for tuning in to this edition of the House Show. Make sure you are subscribed on the YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and bell notification to know every time we go live. If you listen on the audio version, please go subscribe on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcasts, and leave a 5-star review and even a rating. Leave a comment. We'll read them on the show if we get them. Let us know. And then follow us on all social media platforms at Official House Show on Instagram, Threads, and then on Twitter at Real House Show. At Real House Show.
Official House Show is also TikTok.
TikTok, that was one I missed. TikTok.
And please subscribe to the podcast feed. Apple, Spotify.
That's important.
Please subscribe there as well as the YouTube channel. Guess how many subscribers we're at on YouTube now, Pitts?
69.
We just pulled up on the highway. 6'7".
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, we gotta climb some.
We'll have the wrestling bracket coming out next week too.
Yes.
That'll be Twitter polls and Instagram polls to see who advances from each region.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be WWE, AEW, TNA, NXT.
Sounds
Is
cool.
each region. We'll determine who the best wrestler is in the land.
Best wrestler here in the House Show, according to the House Show.
But yeah, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff because it really helps the show continue to grow. We're trying to take this thing to the moon as we slowly but surely approach 1 year of this show.
Crazy. That is, because SummerSlam.
SummerSlam was the first big event we covered. It was like the week before SummerSlam.
Let's look at us. Let's try to get 150 by that.
Be big.
By that time. Be big. So,
Shut
all right,
her down,
guys.
Patty Pitts.
Thank you all for tuning in. God bless. And remember that you can do it. Live Moss if you want to.